Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you are well and I hope you're healthy because if you live in the United States, our healthcare system is run by big pharma and corporate greed. And you probably don't need me to tell you that. But I want to remind everybody not to think for a minute that the healthcare system is concerned about you. It's all about the money. It's all about the cash flow. And the sicker you get, the more money they make. I don't watch commercial television, but recently I did have the opportunity to see some Medicare Advantage commercials, and I was really disgusted by what I saw. And I was disgusted by what I heard afterwards about the nightmares that people are experiencing with these Advantage plans. And you ever notice how they make everything on those commercials sound so easy and so cheap? It's all about $0 premiums, free gym memberships, vision and dental care, all wrapped up under these smiling faces of old actors from our generation that they want people to trust. And that's the whole thing. They want people to see these people and say, well, I trust that actor. I watch them on such and such a TV show or movie or whatever it is. And they're just trying to get you to buy into these plans. And there's a lot of things that nobody tells you. Nobody tells you when it's time to actually use your plan. That's when you find out the things that aren't covered. And by then, it's usually too late. So today I want to talk about what affects millions of retirees every year, and that's Medicare Advantage plans, because I've learned a lot about these Advantage plans that could be detrimental to your health. These plans are marketed as a simple all-in-one solution, a kind of everything under one roof. But buried underneath that fine print are the limits, the restrictions, and exclusions that can cost you thousands of dollars. So let's talk about Medicare Advantage plans and what they don't tell you until it's too late. Number one, you are stuck in a network. So all of those smiling commercials don't mention that most plans are HMOs or PPOs, meaning that you must use their doctors and their hospitals. So if your favorite doctor or hospital isn't in their network, guess what? You're either paying out of pocket or finding a new doctor. And if you travel, even just to visit family, your coverage may not travel with you. I heard a story that was pretty shocking pertaining to this. There was a gentleman that said that he went to the hospital that he had been going to see his regular doctor, and they were both in the network. However, on this particular occasion, he gets to the hospital and they tell him that the hospital is no longer in the network. Therefore, he can't see his regular doctor, even though that doctor apparently was still in the network, because the doctor was a doctor at that particular hospital and the hospital wasn't in the network. He couldn't see that doctor anymore. That's just one of those nightmare scenarios that if you're dealing with HMOs and PPOs, you are not going to be able to choose the doctor that you want to see. Number two, you're not covered overseas. So if you are planning on retiring and planning a trip abroad and you're wanting to think that you're going to have a Medicare Advantage plan that's going to take care of your medical expenses and you're going to be covered while you're traveling, most plans do not cover care outside of the United States. And even the ones that do only offer emergency protection. They don't cover anything except emergency. So any of that peace of mind that they're trying to sell you in these commercials, they're really just feeding you a lot of baloney. Number three, long-term care is not covered. And this one shocks people every time. If you ever need long-term care, and I really hope that you don't, but if you need long-term care like assisted living or nursing home or, some sort of daily help, it's not covered. They'll pay for short-term rehab after a hospital stay, but if you need ongoing help like bathing, dressing, or eating, anything like that, that's all going to be on you. That's all going to cost you out of pocket. And that's one of the biggest expenses retirees face as they age. Number 4, home health care is limited. You can get some sort of short-term skilled nursing or therapy at home, but not around-the-clock care. If you need help cooking, cleaning, or just having somebody there for safety, Medicare Advantage doesn't cover that. It won't cover that. It's not considered medical care. So if you are planning to age in place, that's something that you might want to consider. Always do your homework when you're looking into these Advantage plans, because it does seem like a lot of people are very, very unhappy with the plans, because these are third-party insurance companies. These are third-party insurance companies that are really looking at the bottom line. They're most interested in how much money that they can make. They're not interested in your welfare. Number 5, alternative treatments. As I said earlier, Medicare Advantage plans and healthcare in the United States are all about big pharma and corporate greed. So when it comes to any kind of holistic or alternative care, you better brace yourself. You can forget it, because most Advantage plans will not cover things like acupuncture beyond some limited use, chiropractic beyond a few visits, or anything considered experimental. If it's not FDA approved or mainstream, you're paying out of pocket. So that's something to consider. If you are someone that is most interested in managing your health care in a holistic fashion, these plans are not your friend. They are not going to help you in that direction. Number 6, dental care is mostly fluff under these Medicare Advantage plans. And they love advertising that you get dental coverage. And this is one of the things that really entices a lot of people, is they can have dental coverage. But what they mean is cleanings and x-rays. So if you need a crown, a bridge, an implant, or dentures, that's when you're going to find out that dental coverage means $1,000 annual limit. And anybody that's gone to the dentist knows that that is barely going to cover one procedure of that type. So again, make sure you know what you're buying before you get into one of these plans. Number 7, vision and hearing are minimal. Yeah, they'll give you a free eye exam and maybe a discount on glasses. But if you need special lenses or hearing aids, the coverage can be quite tiny. And those out-of-pocket costs can add up fast. So you might want to check out my video on eye exams at Costco. You can go into Costco free without a membership. The eye exam will not be free, but it costs about $100 for a standard eye exam. You will pay for any kinds of glasses that you purchase or contact lenses. But Costco is known for competitive prices on eye care. You might want to check out that video. Number 8, some drugs aren't covered. Every plan has its own drug list. So if you've been taking a medication for years, you could suddenly find that it could change. It may not be covered. It might no longer be on the list, or you might require prior approval before you can get that drug. Number 9, hospital stays can cost more than you think. Unlike original Medicare, which has predictable costs, some Advantage plans charge daily copays after a few nights in the hospital. If you stay longer, you could be looking at hundreds of dollars a day. And it's not exactly those zero plans that they promise in those commercials. Number 10, and this is a big one, you lose freedom of choice. And this is the part that frustrates so many retirees because you've worked your whole life. You've earned your Medicare, and then you find out that you can't even choose your own doctor. That's not freedom. That's not the way it should be in this country. We live in a country with a barbaric medical system where the healthcare is outrageously expensive, where insurance doesn't really protect you, where the healthcare system is slow, inefficient, and confusing, where it favors the rich, where it's run by big pharma and corporate greed, where the billing system is a nightmare. I think we all know that our healthcare system is broken. So let's learn to stay healthy, be self-reliant, and proactive in our healthcare choices. So what about you? Have you ever been surprised by something that your Medicare Advantage plan didn't cover? Please comment below. I know that it will be helpful to everybody in this audience. I hope you all remain healthy and strong all the days of your life, and you can avoid the medical system as much as you possibly can. I hope you found this video helpful. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more outside the box retirement ideas. Until next time, stay curious, stay healthy, and trust your retirement journey. I'm Arlene with Rebel Retirement. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.